So I want to talk today about how to provide ground fault protection to various parts of your home, including like kitchen receptacles, bathroom receptacles, and just the different options that you have. It's pretty much required in most places that I'm aware of now that you have arc fault protection for areas of the house, including the kitchen and including the bathrooms, I believe now as well. So you need to provide arc fault protection, but you also need to provide ground fault protection in some of those areas. So you have two ways of doing that. The first way, and the more common way that I see, is that you have a regular arc fault breaker, like what we have right here. We can tell this is an arc fault breaker because it has a white reset button on it, and it should say AFCI. Yeah, you can see here on the model number it says 120 CAFI. So these are arc fault breakers. They also have a pigtail, which is a giveaway. If it doesn't have a pigtail, it can still be an arc fault breaker if it's a plug-on neutral breaker. A plug-on neutral breaker will basically connect to the neutral bus. If the neutral bus extends down, the back part of the breaker can actually snap directly onto that, and then you will not have a pigtail. So right here, arc fault breaker. This arc fault breaker is powering this receptacle right here. So this receptacle is protected from arc faults by the actual breaker. But in this area of the home, it's required that it be ground fault as well. So you can see that this is being done by just using an arc fault receptacle. I will link to the materials related to this in the description below if you are interested. Ground fault receptacle in combination with an arc fault breaker provides both of those protections. But in my opinion, there's a better way to do this, and there's obviously pros and cons, and we'll kind of go through that in a minute. But right here we have a purple button, which is for a dual function breaker. So this dual function breaker is doing both ground fault and arc fault, the same as what that pair is doing. This breaker does all by itself. So this is powering that entire circuit, and it's providing both of those protections, and you can just use standard receptacles and not this ground fault outlet. In fact, you can't use a ground fault receptacle if you're powering it with a ground fault circuit interrupter breaker or dual function breaker. So the benefits of using a dual function breaker, and this is what I primarily use in my home, are that the breaker generally lasts longer than a receptacle will. And that's because the receptacle takes a lot of abuse. So this receptacle here is being exposed to not only just physical wear and tear, but oftentimes if it's in like a moist basement or crawl space, it's going to be exposed to moisture as well, or if it's located outside. Now you can get weather resistant ground fault receptacles, but they still don't hold up as well. I made a video about how to convert from using ground fault receptacles to using a dual function breaker, so you can check that out in the description below, or maybe a card up here. That's kind of the main positive, is that you have better longevity if you use a dual function breaker instead of a ground fault receptacle. Now, one of the potential negatives of doing it that way is that if you have a nuisance trip, so for some reason something tripped the arc fault on your breaker, you have to come all the way down to wherever your panel is and reset the breaker itself instead of just being able to press the button, which is pretty handy. So I guess that's probably the main downside that I see. One other time that I would use a ground fault receptacle is in the case of sewage ejector pumps or sump pumps or freezers. So actually we have all three of those right here. You don't want your basement to flood, and you don't want your sewage to quit working. So using an arc fault breaker, if it's required, in combination with a ground fault receptacle, you can use an audible trip receptacle. And what that's going to do is, if this trips, it will give you an audible alert or tone or beeping sound that will let you know that this is tripped, there's no power here, and either your basement is going to flood, or your sewer is going to quit working, or your freezer is going to melt. So using an audible ground fault receptacle is better in those cases. If you just want to know when it tripped, if there was nothing else plugged into that. So if you have a circuit that has a bunch of stuff on it, you're probably going to notice it right away. But you might not notice that your sump pump is tripped out for a long time, and possibly not until it's too late and your basement has already flooded. But I will link to one of those ground fault audible alarm receptacles in the description below. I think that kind of covers it, the main differences between the two options. And so if this helped you out, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe down below for more videos like this one. Hit that bell icon to be notified about future videos. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.